question a lot. Does a Deere last longer or does a Coloss last longer? I don't really have an answer because this one has a little over 4,000 hours and our 990 at the most has, I think, 21 or 2,500 hours, somewhere around there. But I can tell you what's happened with this 9700 in those hours. So let's go check how many hours exactly it has and I'll go over the details. The machine has 4,000, almost 4,200 engine hours and say 3,000 hours cutting hours. So let's go over the rest that's went wrong. So we've had the accelerator bearing go out twice on this, both on the right hand side sitting in the cab, and they just got some play. They didn't actually go out and take the whole fucking accelerator out like we've had with the Coloss, but we got lucky and caught that in time. So then I believe it was around like 2,500 hours when on the engine right here. It's the thermostat housing. Got some pinholes. So that was one of the major things that's gone wrong. One of the major problems we've had with this 9700 is the DEF system. So the DEF headers have went out. I believe we've had to replace 4 of them. There's an updated kit to install insulation around your DEF tank, and we haven't done that, so maybe that's why ours keep going out. But yeah, it's a common problem with it. This motor right here that sucks all the trash off the screen, the bearings went out in the housing, and then the housing that holds the fan in there has broke. The problem we've had with this 9700, it happens every year around exactly the same time, middle of point season. Fan belt goes out. Bearings are fine, alignment's fine. It's about a year's life on the belt. Wiring problem, our 8600 was a wiring nightmare. 9700's been pretty good. You can see right here there's been a couple repairs, but nothing major. So right here, underneath the KP where the transmission's at, there's these aluminum plugs that they put in there. I guess when they drill the oil passages, they put aluminum plugs. Trash gets in there and it corrodes them, and those plugs, you know, kind of get ate up and then it starts leaking oil. We've had that happen with this one and our 9700, or 8600. I don't know if the newer models, if they change those plugs or not, but what the dealer has come out is they thread them and they put steel. We're very fortunate with this chopper that we haven't had any knives come apart. We've had one knife pushed back because of a rock, and we just reset it back to the shear bar, and we were good. Oh, I forgot one thing, one major thing. Fuel tank. It's like crack, and from what I understand, this is the earlier models that were doing this. The newer, updated models, they have some more support and maybe a different tank. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I would say out of all the complaints I've had, or I'm gonna have, would be this fuel tank. These things should last a lifetime. I think overall, except for that fuel tank that pisses me off the most, it's been a pretty good chopper. Things break just like any other brand. Of course, you know it's going to run longer than a Krone or a New Holland, but between Coloss and Deere, they're pretty damn even. But we'll get some more hours on these machines and I'll give you guys another update.